Boop.
Bing. Award.
Nothing gets edited out.
You edit your own award
Sparkles.
in there. Yeah, Sparkles, to edit that in for yourself. Ew. Can you give me flame hair?
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, I want like neon flashy colored hair.
Oh, that'd be like zzz, zzz. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Do it.
I'm Brian. That's Michelle. This is Jeremy. And this is the topic of the week.
It is topic of the week.
It's totally topic of the week.
Yep.
Yeah. So here's the deal. Other than video game true or false, we don't do a lot of preparation for this show.
Zero.
So support us on Patreon.
Hey.
give us some money for our lack of preparation. Patreon.com/withoutparole Also, send us a message on Facebook. And here's what I want the message to be.
Write it down, folks.
We want you to tell us what next week's topic of the week should be.
Ooh,
Because,
Please.
Yeah, just do all the work for us.
right?
Please,
That's great.
all of it.
Because we'll
What do
talk
you want
about
us to
anything
talk
you
about?
want us to talk about.
Yeah.
Especially if you give us money on
Penguins.
Patreon.
Penguins.
But more importantly, we just kind of pulled this topic out of our ass. There's a lot going on back there.
Not anymore. There's a little bit of something missing.
There is.
This topic.
There's a whole magazine missing.
Yeah.
Because the topic this week is magazines. If that sounds awful to you,
Please stay tuned.
then send us a message on Facebook with a topic that we should be talking about.
My vote was Nintendo 64.
Oh, that was my vote, and you shot it down.
I vote yes.
Yeah.
Can't change horses midstream.
No.
So here's the deal.
Wag the dog.
Thank you. That deserves a high five. Okay.
You're welcome.
If we keep this up, we'll never have to talk about magazines. The reason
It's all part of
the reason I
plan.
suggested this is because
I like
Tell
beans.
when I was growing up, and the internet wasn't a thing yet, because
Yeah.
I'm super old.
Mm-hmm.
So old.
The only
So a little bit much older.
I've just slightly, ever
Just
so
slightly.
slightly. I've always been obsessed with video game magazines,
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
weird.
and it was the greatest day of my month when.
Oh, I get it. Damn.
When I was real young, Computer Gaming World would show up, and then later on in life, Electronic Gaming Monthly would show up. Now, today you can go to the internet, and every 5 seconds, IGN has like a new article posted, like breaking news, this and that, and you could literally go to IGN 20 times a day and read a new news story.
Yeah.
Constantly.
Yeah.
But when we were little,
Yeah.
you'd have to wait all month
Once
long
a month.
Oh yeah.
for outdated information.
Yeah, but
Right?
to us it wasn't
No.
it wasn't outdated.
E3 would happen in May, and then like 2 months later, we'd find out what happened at E3.
Yeah.
And that was the only way we could find out. And it was so exciting.
Oh yeah.
It was my favorite day of the month.
Oh yeah, Nintendo Power. I used to get Nintendo
E3
Power, and I had it
still
from
is
like
your
when it
favorite
first started.
year.
I think I still have the first like few years maybe of Nintendo Powers.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And
I
I
wonder if
remember
they're
when
worth
they would
anything.
arrive.
They are.
Oh, I don't know. I don't never look.
Some are worth more than others. But
Yeah. I remember
That's
when
pretty
like
cool.
a new Zelda
You
would
should
come
bring
in
some
and
next time.
read
I wanna
about
see.
it. Or, oh, it was awesome. It was so exciting to get those magazines in because you'd never know what was out there. Then all of a sudden one of these magazines would arrive and you'd read about these games and you're like blown away. And I mean, I was young. This was still in the, late 80s then when the Nintendo Power would be around.
Absolutely.
And it was great. I loved it. And then it would get you excited for shit that's out there, and you'd look for it in the store. There wasn't the advertisement there is now.
Oh, no.
No.
You'd read about it, and then you
Well, that's
don't know
'cause there
when
was
it
no
was coming
internet.
out. You knew nothing about
Dial
it.
up.
Yeah,
It
you
was-
just have to keep an eye out
Yeah.
for it.
The world was really strange, right?
Yeah.
Like you'd read about it, you'd have no idea when it was really coming out.
Yeah, none.
And then you'd go to the store constantly, and like you can
One
just
day
go
it
on
should show
Amazon.
up.
Right.
Yeah, now.
One day it hopefully showed up.
Yeah.
Right, there were so many Nintendo games. Like
Yeah.
sometimes you would just never get a
Wait,
certain game at certain
When
stores.
did pre-ordering start happening?
I remember
Do you know
it
what
with
year that came out?
not a link to the past.
A Link to the Past.
No, the other
Yeah,
one.
no,
What's Oracle of?
The Game
Ocarina
Boy
of
one?
Time.
Oh, N64.
Yeah, I remember about
right.
around that
Because
time.
you could
is when
pre-order the gold cart.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I did. In Castlevania
cool.
64, there was certain games you could pre-order.
Yeah, I'm gonna say pre-ordering became a thing during that generation.
At Toys R Us.
Like PlayStation 1, N64, and Sega Saturn. And I think especially Sega Saturn, like if you didn't pre-order those games, you weren't getting them,
yeah.
because no one carried Sega Saturn after
No.
a very short amount of time.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like now, you said you didn't like really read a lot of magazines growing up, or what was the deal?
I didn't, but I did just come up with a silly little something that I did with I used to collect Rolling Stone magazines.
Yeah.
And I did read those and everything, but I thought it would be cool as, teenager or whatever, to take all of the covers off of every single Rolling magazine that I had and put it all over my wall as wallpaper.
Pretty epic.
It was freaking sweet, and I actually am really bummed now. Now that we're talking about magazines, I'm like, oh man, where are those? And they're gone forever is the answer. But I had so many. Like I had like a whole border of Rolling Stone magazines around my wall, and it was awesome.
And that border doesn't exist anymore.
It does not exist anymore. That was like 20 moves ago at this point.
There's only so many that I
at
can
least,
take.
yeah. And of course I like taped all of them because I didn't care,
Right.
If I had planned it better, now I probably would have framed every single one of those because that would have been way more epic.
Yeah.
But alas.
Oh well. Live and learn.
Alas.
Start from here on.
Right? Yeah.
With country living or something,
Martha Stewart, anyone?
Yeah. Collages. What are collages like nowadays? Remember making collages all the time for school?
Yeah, constantly.
And now there's just
I love
advertisement in any kind of magazine you get, but you can make so many
crafts.
collages.
Yeah.
You're crafty.
Yeah, crafty. Yeah.
Yeah, like, how do you make dioramas? No, I just don't know what a diorama is. That's why I said that. Shoeboxes. So, if you have a better topic, please suggest it down below as soon as possible. We'll get off of this, I promise you. I do have a story to tell though, and this has happened multiple times in my life in various forms. I've convinced myself that like I need to like let go of the past, and so Electronic Gaming Monthly used to be, again, my favorite magazine to get, and it was always good to have a subscription because the subscription was like $20 a year, and the magazines were like $8 a piece or something like that.
Yeah.
It was super expensive, so it was like, well, obviously I want the subscription, and it was awesome. But at a certain point, I remember taking all of my Electronic Gaming Monthlies off of the shelf and throwing them all in a gigantic trash bag, and being like, why am I keeping these? This is part of my past. I need to get rid of these. It's
The
time
beginning of his hoarding.
It's time to move on. And I was trying to keep myself from being a hoarder and keeping stuff that I didn't need, And so I didn't try to sell them. I just took them all in a trash bag and threw them in the dumpster. It's like, man, that's a bad idea.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So after that happened, I moved to Tennessee, and I had sold my entire video game collection. I've told probably this story a million times, and then kind of built another video game collection in Tennessee. And then when I left Tennessee, I was penniless, so I sold the entire collection again just to get back to Massachusetts. And then when I get back to Massachusetts, I started building the collection again. And when I started building the collection again, I started going, where are those Electronic Gaming Monthlies? Right?
Yeah.
And so randomly on Craigslist one day, I found a guy who was like, I have pretty much every Electronic Gaming Monthly from from issue 1 to issue whatever, it's almost the current ones. And he was asking like $400 for them. And I was like, $400 for my childhood back.
Did you do it?
I did it.
You did it.
I meant,
Where are they?
Where are they?
Oh, they're as soon as you walk in. Yeah, you'll see them on the bookshelf right there.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yep.
So here's the deal. There's always, even though I have the internet, right, and I can just read video game, sites or whatever I want to do, there's always a stack of video game old Electronic Gaming Monthlies or Game Pros or Next Generation or PlayStation Extreme now, like in my bathroom. There's always like from 1997 or something.
Yeah.
And I love picking those up and reading them, especially in the bathroom. You get a lot of free time in there, right? And it's something that just the internet, the intangibility of the internet doesn't offer.
It's like the Kindle versus reading a book.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
It is.
I still look
it is
forward
the same thing,
to
actually.
Game Informer coming in the mail, even though those magazines are kind of losing their luster for me.
Yep.
When they still come in, I'm still like, ooh, You know,
It's fun to flip through
Yeah.
and see. Yeah.
yeah,
The cool thing Game Informer did, only a few years back, is like they went from having that like real like generic cover
yeah,
to having like just a cool minimalistic logo
Yeah.
with no typeface on the front, just
Yeah.
like one awesome piece of artwork for the game they were featuring that month.
yeah,
And I started looking forward to those magazines just for the cover art.
mm-hmm.
That was pretty epic.
yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe you should frame all those cover arts and put them all over your wall.
Yeah, no, it sounds like a great idea. I don't have any wall space left. Yeah.
It's up here,
That's a little over there.
over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's getting there.
What-
Maybe in the library down the hall.
There's plenty of room.
Yeah.
down
The
there.
observatory.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
think.
the
Past
observatory.
is
Past
the
the
library.
observatory. Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
don't forget about that.
Past
Actually,
the Shark
what's
Tank.
funny is when we were trying to...
What? You
It's
don't
like
have a
no,
Shark
that's just where they filmed Shark Tank. It's not the actual Shark
okay.
Tank.
My
It
mistake.
says it on the wall. It's not real.
Oh, I always thought that was a shark.
An actual shark.
Yeah, Mark
Yeah.
Cuban lives in there, actually.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Who's Mark Cuban?
He's on Shark Tank. You've never seen Shark Tank.
No, thought you meant the Shark Tank. You mean it's a show?
But I did know who you were talking about.
Oh.
So,
Okay. You don't either.
Oh, we're so
Psych.
bad.
Yeah, we
we're
psyched
so
it.
bad at
We do it again.
high-fiving. This way.
Yeah.
Bam! It stings.
Nice.
one of my thoughts when we were trying to come up with a topic this week was to be like, let's take a tour instead of having an actual topic. Like, let's take a tour without Pearl Games Studios.
Yeah. It's here and here and here.
And
Let me show you.
that was the best 2 minutes of your life.
Let me show you the.
Bye.
or your life.
Let me show you the
We-
chaos that's on the
fucking
other
life.
side of this camera. Like right,
Yeah.
like just
If only you knew. Support us on me.
right. We figured we'd just out of pity we'd get some Patreon support. Okay.
Aw.
Oh.
Oh, I got a magazine little story.
Yeah.
Do tell.
I
Go
forget how
on.
old I was. I was young. 8 maybe, 7, 8, 9. I don't know. Somewhere in that ballpark. I walked home from school, squad line, got my backpack on, walking. Yeah.
Feeling cool.
You know? Yeah, it was an awesome backpack.
Yeah, you were a real cool kid. Huh?
Probably like neon blue. And so anyways, then I saw a picture, and it was just like a ripped out picture, and it was a partial picture, and it was like, nice baby's head, top of a baby's head, and the mother like kissing it like that. So I thought, oh, I'm gonna bring this home to my mother. Nice picture, So fucking a kid.
So random.
A kid.
Were you a strange child?
No, I just saw, I don't know, a kid's mind, 7, 8 years old, I don't know. So then I'm walking home with this picture,
Let it go.
and then,
Let it
anyways,
go.
so then I got back upstairs, and I took this picture out, and I looked, and I don't know
It was
what
porn.
it was, that if,
hope
part of my innocence had, started to crumble, because it was around, 8 years old, you start learning how to masturbate. You get an erection, shit's happening, so you start thinking sexual shit.
I was real late to this party, by
Yeah,
the way.
anyways,
Nowhere
really.
near 8.
Oh, I started getting erections.
Topic
Topic
next
next-
week.
Yes. Hey, let's hear about this. So then all of a sudden I re-looked at the picture, and then I realized it's not a mother kissing her baby's head, but it's a woman licking another tit or kissing another tit. Yeah, and I was like, oh my god.
Wait, where did you find this?
It was outside somewhere ripped. Mean streets of Worcester.
And you already pulled it out for your
No, I just found it on the ground. Yeah, so then
like your
I
mom's in
crumbled
the
it.
same room and you're like
No, I was in my
okay.
bedroom.
All right,
I take
just
my backpack
Yeah,
off.
okay.
So then I
crumbled it and kept it.
immediately went downstairs, went
Michelle's
outside,
suddenly interested now that she knows what it is.
rolled it up,
Well,
and
it's just-
threw it in the sewer.
It's
Gone
just like
forever.
you
Through the
thought
sewer.
Yeah, that's how petrified I was. I was like, oh
Oh.
my god.
I'm gonna get caught.
Yeah.
Porn is an interesting part of this whole discussion.
So
Yeah.
why did you want to give your mother a picture of?
I honestly don't know. Maybe I
You
felt,
told me to let it go, but come on.
Maybe I felt she was a nice mother, and I want to show. Look, Ma, this little picture I saw of a
Look, I want a baby brother.
fucking woman licking another person's tit. Hey, Ma, check it out.
I really wish that you gave that to her.
I want some mac
I
and
wish-
cheese. No, I don't know.
I don't know.
Well, I'm 8, I'm pretending I'm 8, Michelle.
Okay, yeah. I kind of want mac and cheese now.
See, any
Damn
age.
it.
Any age.
Can we order mac and cheese?
Order it.
We can go to Taco Bell. And
Oh.
KFC's.
Where's their Taco Bell around?
They
here?
do have a severe macaroni
Crunchwrap
and cheese.
Supreme.
One of my
Oh.
kids loves it.
Yeah.
It is mean.
Not
Mac
actually
and
Taco
cheese?
Bell,
Oh, I
right? The
eat-
Taco
I'm-
Bell KFC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever had it from there?
It's pretty good.
Oh, you're gonna
I've
love
actually
it.
never had KFC.
It's actually really good drunk food. I'm not sure how I would like it sober.
I haven't had
Okay.
You
KFC
can
in a
get
very
drunk.
long time.
Then we'll go get...
Wine. Go fetch her some wine. You.
Yeah.
No, not you.
Bucky.
The other butler. You. What's his name? Juan?
Jim.
Juan. They're all Juan.
They're all 1-1.
Yeah,
1-2.
1-1,
They
yeah.
could have like the thing shirts. 1-2.
Yeah, Juan 1. Juan 2. These are the
Okay.
dead ones.
So how is it...
Those are the alive ones.
If you have
That's
no
okay.
idea what we're talking
I-
about, you need to go back and watch
Thank
some old
God. No,
episodes.
just don't.
No.
Just let it go.
If you're still watching, comment
Like
below.
Frozen.
Still watching.
Magazines.
Like how messed up is it that like that Playboy and Hustler and Penthouse, all these things still exist with the advent of the internet?
I know. It
Who
is tough.
Do
actually
we know
subscribes?
who bought Hugh's mansion, by the way? Speaking
Oh,
of
no.
Playboy.
Why did he sell it?
Yeah.
It was for sale,
really?
but he said that the thing is he's gonna sell it, but he's gonna stay as well in the
Oh, I didn't
mansion
know
Like a
that.
and live
staple?
there.
I thought that
Yeah.
I thought that like it had been so poorly taken
Let me know if
care
I'm
of.
wrong.
That's
really?
what the news story was, right? Is that it was so poorly taken care
Like
of.
he wanted somebody else to take care of it, but he still wanted to live there.
that it's just like it was like almost like they have to do so much work.
Isn't he rich?
Oh yeah.
So why didn't he maintain his own home?
Because he's a party animal.
But that place was so popular. You figure you
Yeah.
want to keep it
Well,
up
it's
and keep
still
it clean and keep
probably
it going.
Popular.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One, go get to work on the Playboy Mansion, please.
Yeah, Juan.
Yeah, I'm just curious. I mean, talk about a good deal though. It's like
I'll
I'm
donate you
gonna
for
sell
that.
my mansion, but I'm gonna stay here
Yeah, but
too.
who wants to clean that place or sit on those sofas and beds?
And
Ugh,
who wants-
gross.
and
Who
who
said
wants
it was
some-
gonna be furnished?
And who
It's
wants some
probably
old
furnished.
pervy dude living in your place?
I'd have to clean
let
everything.
you live
Every
there.
wall from like here down.
It's a big place.
Ugh.
You'll never see him.
Gross. Yeah, it's true. Or false. Not this show actually. No, that was the other show.
All right, I won't. I don't know.
What do you think? Was that 20 minutes? Did we talk about
I'm
magazines
not
for 20
sure. It
minutes?
just happened.
I don't know.
All right. That was kind of a test because we have no idea if that went well or not. I think it went pretty well.
It was
We
fine.
never know if it went well.
Put it up.
Listen, if that worked,
Bing.
what are we putting up?
The podcast on the air.
So Bing?
Juan, go edit.
I don't know. I felt like binging.
All right.
It's catchy to bing.
if
I
you-
bing when she bings. She bings when I bing. It's very catchy.
If you like that topic, send us more topics. If you didn't like that topic, you should
Please send
definitely
us
send
more
us more
topics.
topics.
Please.
Either way,
Yeah.
send us topics.
Does not have to be game related, obviously.
Obviously not.
Clearly.
Yep. Although I did talk about video game magazines for the better part of that.
Yes.
Yeah. Guys, what are we doing this week? Anything good?
A lot of work.
A lot of work.
A lot of
That
working.
sounds awful.
Yeah, you
Tuesday
work.
through Sunday.
Oh, like regular
I'm
work.
working Sunday, by the way.
Oh,
Hooray.
Sunday. That's
Yay.
awesome.
It is.
Yep.
I'm excited.
Uh,
Sunday's a good day to work.
as we know, a couple of VR games come out this week. I'm very excited for Robinson the Journey and
yeah.
an Eagle Flight.
Yes, you got to tell me how that is.
And
I'm excited
I
for
will.
Robinson the
Absolutely.
Journey.
I'll tell you guys
Yeah.
tomorrow because it will be here. Amazon. I got the day off, but then I got a film Gaming Without Parole with Dez. Don't forget.
Maybe-
What? Don't forget to go see Dez at Rhode Island Comic Con.
Desra.
Yeah, if you're still
Yes.
watching, make sure you go
Desi.
see him. Desra the Strange as he goes by on the Kids Con stage at Rhode Island Comic Con at noon. Again, if you see him walking around the show floor, which you probably will, say "Dance Monkey Dance," and then he'll know that Brian Paul and the rest of the
Monkey,
crew
dance,
at
monkey.
Without Parole Games sent you.
No.
Were you putting a little flair on Labyrinth?
I was.
Dance
yeah.
Magic Dance?
Dance
Nice.
monkey, dance monkey.
Catch that baby. What does he say? Catch that baby. Watch him pee. There's something.
I don't think
What
he
is
said.
he? Something. Watch him
Magic
pee.
dance.
Yeah, make him make him pee.
For the Midnight Games Cast, I'm Brian Paul. That's Michelle. That's Jeremy. We'll see you next week.
Something scripted. Bye, scripted.
Something P? Like, what does he say?
I don't know. I thought it was.
Throw that baby in the attic.
Yeah, it's something. Look it up. We got the technology. Get the magazine that says the words.
What are you looking for?
The
The
magazine that
words
says
for the movie.
words.
The lyrics in the
script?
labyrinth.
Oh, I was like, you
The
looking,
script,
yeah.
perhaps?
I thought you were looking for like, a piece of technology to
Dance
look it up with.
magic.
Dance
Yeah, just lyrics.
magic.
Getting to the bottom of
Lyrics.
this.
Yeah, good idea.
Yes.
Topic of the week.
You remind me of the babe. What babe? The babe
The
with
babe
the
with
power.
power.
Yeah,
Power. Voodoo.
Yeah.
The voodoo you do. You remind me of the babe.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's all. Nobody knew yet.
It's all coming back to me now.
All right, here, dance magic. Oh, put that baby spell on me. Not put that baby pee on me.
Thank God.
Splash me with baby pee. Yeah, so anyway.
This is the best bonus footage ever.
Oh my God.
Labyrinth.
Wow.
Yeah.
I need a glass of wine.
This is really it. All right.
Yes.
I've had way too much coffee.
Oh my God.